I was always a typical jock. I thought I was better than the non-athletes. I thought that I was better because I could keep up my grades on top of training every day. I even pitied some of my friends who barely got by in school and had zero after-school commitments. I knew that I was very dedicated to my sport and put in the hard work that many people had no idea that I did. I'd rattle off pointless statistics and averages in order to justify my dedication. I'd explain to my friends how I trained 40,000 meters a week and worked with a personal trainer. My parents were constantly nagging at me for community service and really pushed me to give back to other people. Finally, one day, I found the GTAC Disability Open. The swim competition needed volunteers down on deck. I decided that was my opportunity. I didn't feel any different walking onto Oakland University's pool deck. The pool looked the same, and the warm chlorinated air filled my lungs. I walked further in and noticed that something was very different. I didn't know what to make of everything I saw. All throughout the pool and on the bleachers, I saw different kinds of athletes. Each athlete was different. They all were disabled. To my left was a girl without her legs, and to my right was a little boy missing his arm. Over in the pool, I saw a blind girl gracefully swimming down and making it look natural. I was stunned and shocked to see these athletes on the pool deck doing the same exact things that I do before meet warm-up. Our job was to be the timers. We had to stand behind the block and keep a backup time with a stopwatch. Once the meet started, they played 3 different national anthems. I suddenly realized that there were disabled athletes from all over the world at this meet. This was an entirely different atmosphere from what I was used to. Behind the blocks, my competitors and I were very focused and ready to race. It was entirely different at this swim meet. The athletes were truly happy to be behind the blocks. From each athlete, there was always a smile planted on their face. Even with the built-up nerves, each athlete truly enjoyed what they were about to get in the pool to do. I had athletes come up to me and talk to me personally, and they told me about themselves. There were even a few that joked about their disability. It was a moment that forever changed me. Who was I to say that I worked harder than anyone else around? I took my talent and ability for granted, and I was embarrassed for myself. I stood there behind the blocks and saw athletes who worked twice as hard as I ever did to compete. In addition to all that, all they wanted to do was have fun and swim. From that day, I appreciated every stroke I took and every flip turn that I could do successfully. It was thanks to these athletes that I saw that no matter what condition you are in or what level you compete at, you have to enjoy what you do and work hard. I have an entirely different outlook on my sport thanks to these athletes. Not only did this swim meet change the way I swim, but it also changed my character. I try not to be judgmental of people and allow myself to know that everyone works at different levels. If there were a way to thank these athletes for changing my life, I would in a heartbeat. The only way I could thank them was to go back the next year and volunteer for them, and I did.